I've been sitting here for at least 30 minutes trying to figure out how I'm going to talk about this from a biblical perspective. And the truth is I know that I can't. There are little to no videos touching on what I want to touch on, and I know that there is a reason for that. TikTok has no problem when you talk about these or when you talk about current events in themselves. But when you take what is going on in our world and you relate it directly to the Bible and the Bible unfolding and Bible prophecy unfolding and revelation unfolding, that's when they don't like you. I have discussed this a few times in the past, and they have either immediately removed my video, shadow banned my account for weeks, or tampered with my account in, other ways. So I know that I can't talk about this, so I'm going to do it in a very, very vague way. And honestly, y'all, that should tell you everything that you need to know. We are living in the end times. We are living in the last hour of the last times. And Satan can't have the world correlating everything that's going on to the Bible. He can't have everybody coming to Christ in this last hour. He can't have people waking up and realizing that God is real and the Bible is real. So here's what I will say. These are from our government. Who controls our government? Satan does. And just like true believers that are paying attention, we know that it's the season of Christ's return. So does Satan. We don't know the exact day or time, and of course neither does Satan, but he knows, just like we do, that it's the season. So he has to start the narrative. He has to start talking about aliens. He has to start talking about this at some point, because that is how he is going to explain the removal of millions of people. How else would the enemy explain that to the world? There's only one logical way that they're going to tell the world where we went. I recommend everybody go watch this video. That man right there, his name is Billy Crone. He is a pastor out of Vegas. He actually used to be in the occult deeply. He was a Satanist, and now he's a born-again believer in Jesus Christ. And he talks a lot about that other side and how they operate and what their plans are once the church is gone. And it's fascinating because it gives you some insight, into their strategy to cover this event up and how they're going to present it to the world. And this is what they're going to do. They're going to make it look like we were abducted. I also recommend this video from Prophecy Watchers on YouTube. Very good as well. I don't know how this is all going to play out. What I do know, though, is that we are very close to going home. I can feel it in my spirit. So when that event does happen, the enemy has to be prepared. And to be prepared, you have to start prepping the masses, because he has to convince the world that we were abducted by aliens. And how do you convince the world that aliens are real? You have to start talking about them at some point.